Here's the third round of the Blitz Skirmish event at Pop Cultured. If you haven't yet, be sure to check out the first two rounds also on the channel. This is our final round with the two remaining undefeated players showing down for Living Legend points and a Cold Foil Blaze. On the left we have the Boogeyman Zen, and on the right we have Kayo from round 2. Both decks are rather aggressive, so I'm not anticipating a long game. Let's see. Kayo is on the play and opens by discarding a Mighty Windup, creating 2 Mights. One from Mighty Windup's ability and one from Kayo's. He then moves to end. Forgot to Arsenal, but I was there to catch which card he drew, so I knew which one couldn't go in Arsenal. Alright, on Zen's first turn, he begins with Minnowism into 100 Winds for 6. For those who have played CC for a while, they may be familiar with Minnowism. It is part of a combo that is no longer legal in CC, but it is still legal in Blitz, so it's a lot less scary when it's not searched out of the deck for free from Belittle, but it still adds 3 damage to the turn. Kayo declares no blocks and takes 6 damage. And now Zen sends a Tiger Swipe for 2. Not a whole lot, but it does importantly get it in the graveyard, where Zen can later use it. Kayo blocks with armor, and so only drops to 14 by the end of this first turn. We've already got a lot of action right out of the gate, and now here comes a Wild Ride. Looks like a yellow, so that will be for 5 plus the 2 Might tokens. Ooh, discards a Beast Within and banishes a Blood Rush Bellows. So he loses a life, and he has to repeat this process. And it's another Blood Rush Bellows. Okay. So he loses 3 life total, loses both his Blood Rush Bellows. That was the worst Beast Within flip I have ever seen. At least he's still coming in for 7 go again, but that was bad. Sometimes variance catches up with you. Alright, Zen blocks with his Strides of Reprisal, blocks 1 damage, takes 6, and creates a Crouching Tiger in his hand for next turn. Let's see how much Kayo can follow up with. Considering his arsenal. The Strides of Reprisal block tells him that Zen is planning for something incredibly powerful on his turn, so he's probably trying to think of a way to force cards out of hand. Alright, looks like he decided to go for another Wild Ride from hand. This time for 6 damage. Discards the Command and Conquer. Well, it looks like he missed the Might on the first discard, but making it here. Alright. Zen isn't blocking, falling down to 8. Okay. Zen has 6 cards in hand, including his arsenal, so let's see what this Power Spike turn looks like. Start by pitching a Belittle to play Art of War. This card has been in the game for a while and will buff the entire combat chain. Notably, he does banish the Tiger he created on Strides, so he didn't even really lose a whole card in order to draw 2. And it is certainly an interaction that is pushing Zen above the rest of the format. Is that another Art of War in hand? I think he drew it off the first one. Yep, here it comes. Art of War again, this time banishing a Belittle to draw another 2 cards. So now the whole combat chain will get buffed by 2 power. Alright, let's see what the first attack. It is... looks like a Descending Gust Wave. Yes, that is a blue Descendant Gust Wave. Normally for 1, but with 2 Arts of War, it's coming in for 3. Notably, this will also count as his blue card played for the turn. That can enable his Transcends. Still a lot of cards in hand, so... Yep, here comes Kayo blocking with Scowling Fleshbag. Randomly intimidating a card from Zen's hand. Now I know from seeing the outcome of this game that that card, banished card, was a blue Bonds of Ancestry. Alright, so after damage, Zen is going to be playing Drop in the Ocean, targeting his own attack. It'll reduce the attack, but that doesn't matter because damage has already been dealt in order to transcend and create a resource off of the Kashaya. Oh, and here comes the Sacred Art Transcend. See, he's played a blue card, he gets to choose all 3 modes, which lets him create a permanent buff for all tigers this turn, as well as transcending and making tigers in hand. We'll then activate Zen with that new Chi, creating another tiger. And let's see what he searches. Looks like a red Bonds of Ancestry. And then the Bonds will be banishing a Tiger Swipe that he attacked with last turn to go get another Tiger Swipe from the deck. So this is for 6 damage. KO blocks 5 and makes another Might token. Oh, and the levels of Enlightenment with all 3 modes active. So that'll be 1 resource for 7 Go Again, then immediately draws a card. KO must be feeling the heat. This is not a combat chain any hero can survive. And here comes Tiger. It's coming in for 4 because it's being buffed by all 3 combat chain buffs and Tiger Swipe Shuko. Blocks for 3, takes 1, and here comes a Tiger Swipe for 6. And that's it. That's the game right there. He had 2 non-blocks in hand. Wow. I think right after this game they did some math on how much damage could have been threatened, and it added up to like 39. This hero is crazy. And well, this is 5 more points to Zen. Hopefully he will LL before the season is over. Good games, everyone.